Hey, this is Sam here from kitchengadgetsclub.com and the voice behind the popular Kitchen Gadgets podcast, Magic with Gadgets. I'm here with my latest day in getting to know the Ninja Foodi 15IN1, which of course a lot of these recipes apply to many different Ninja Foodies, so you don't necessarily have to have the 15 to follow along at home. And today is all about salmon. I've got some salmon fillets here. Skin on. I prefer doing skin off, so if you can get them skinless, then that's much better. But either way, they're great for cooking in your Ninja Foodi and getting used to it. But we've been teaching you using this a lot lately, but we're changing it up today because we're using the rack. From Ninja Foodi to Ninja Foodi, the rack shape slightly changes, but it still does a similar thing. So whatever rack you've got with yours, one of our readers asked us, well, I don't actually understand the difference between the different things when people are talking rack, air fryer basket, etc. So this is a rack, and that is an air fryer basket, just so that you know, but if you're new with this and you're kind of trying to get your head around all the different terminology that's used. So we're going to do this with the rack because we can get the rack in a high position, and it's also really easy for putting foil on the rack for when you're cooking food if you just don't want to make a mess or if you're stacking food and such like. So that's the rack we've got. So we're going to start by getting out some foil. I always end up with foil that's way too big for the rack. So what you want to do is you want to fold it over so it fits the size of your top layer. So like that is just perfect. So you really don't need a lot. And then if you've got something with a sauce, what you can do is you can lift it up a bit. So then you've got an area for your sauce to fit into, just like that. Let me show you closer up, so if you can see how we've done it like that. And then for prep, you can put your food on there, you can season it on there, and it just saves on your washing up and your mess. So, I've got the salmon. So let's get it on, shall we? Salmon out of his packet. Like I said, ours is skin on. So what happens is the skin always sticks to these air fryer baskets and whatnot. That's why I prefer skin off. But when you've finished cooking it, you can just remove it from the foil and leave the skin behind, and then this can save on your mess. So I'm just going to give my hands a quick wipe and then give your hands a dry, and then we can season the salmon and get it on. So you might find it easier to season the salmon directly in the cooking pot, so I'm going to do that as well just to show you. Grabbing that back for you. I'm not the only one that thinks these things are so heavy, am I? So then, as you can see, that's the height of it in there, so it's perfect for this. So I've got a little bit of olive oil left in this bottle, a little bit of olive oil, some salt. I've got rock salt, but you can use another one if you prefer. And then pepper as well. And then what I've also got here, this is yummy. This is a salmon rub that I picked up from Trader Joe's when I was in the US. But you could use any seasoning you like, but this one's just lovely. And then once you've finished adding your seasonings, we can get it on. So, salmon rub to one side, lid down. So now let's cook the salmon. So for the salmon, we're looking for the air fryer setting, which is gone to automatically. And then you're looking for a temperature of 180 Celsius, that's 360 Fahrenheit. And then you're looking for a cook time of 10 minutes. And then press start. When you first got a multi-cooker, it's so hard understanding the times and temps and getting the food spot on and cooked perfectly. That's why we've made for you the multi-cooker cooking guide. It features all the main functions of the multi-cooker, from dehydrate to grill to steam roast to steam air fry, pressure cooking, and of course simple everyday air frying. It's perfect for lots of different types of multi-cookers, from Instant Pot users to Ninja Foodi users, Ninja Speedy, air fryer. Even if you've got a flex straw, it's just perfect for so many of them. You'll find the link below in the description and you can pre-order it now. And now let's get back to the video. And we've beeped, so should we check on the salmon? So, lid up. Look at that salmon, doesn't that salmon look amazing? And that's the great thing, you can cook a lot of different things on these foil trays that we're creating, just using a little bit of leftover foil. And just think, chicken breast is also good like this, pork chops, and it's also good for, let's say you're doing salmon in a marinade and you've got a sticky glaze on it, then you can keep the glaze within the packet and it's just great for flavouring for when you're actually serving your salmon. So a great way to grab it is to grab a tea towel and then you can just grab it by the side of its handles like that. Oh wow, it smells so good as well. Oh, can't believe how heavy the Ninja Foodi is. So that's your salmon and it's still on the foil, so you can just remove it from the foil like that. Grab the other side of it as well. Carefully do it because you don't want to burn yourself, and that's just how amazing it looks. So you can put your rack to one side, careful because it'll be hot. And then I can show you a close-up of what the salmon's like. So grab a fork and I can just show you now just how lovely and flaky the salmon is. Oh, I mean, look at that, doesn't that look fantastic? And then of course, like I was saying about the skin sticks, but that makes it so much easier to get it out if you look. And then the same again for the other one. Sometimes it comes out whole, it depends on how fatty the salmon is, because that, for example, that one's come out whole. But you notice that one's got stuck a little bit, but it's still lovely and nice and just perfect for a quick bit of salmon using your multi-cooker. Look at that flaky salmon, doesn't it look fantastic? Oh, salmon never gets boring in there. And of course you can use whatever dried seasonings you want. You can do salt and pepper and then add whatever dried rub you prefer. You could do garam masala for a curry version. You can do Chinese 5-spice. You can keep it simple with just some basil or some oregano, some mixed herbs. Any of them work really well. And we're going to be back next and we're going to be showing you next how to cook chicken breast using the Ninja 15-in-1. Thanks so much for watching our YouTube video. It feels so amazing that you've stuck around to the end. And of course, that must mean that you like our videos. So why not also follow us on social media? You can find us at the Kitchen Gadgets Club on Facebook and on Pinterest, TikTok. We're Kitchen Gadgets Club. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel for more great videos like this one. And you can also find us at kitchengadgetsclub.com, where we have a membership that shares brand new kitchen gadget recipes every week. And we also have lots of great ideas, resources, tips and tricks. And we are an ovenless kitchen, so we teach you exclusively how to cook with kitchen gadgets. And a ciao for now.